Diatom blooms. Let's talk about it. So you guys just tuned into my video because you guys are probably having a diatom bloom, or you guys don't know the name yet, but you guys are having an ugly brown algae growing in your newly set up marine aquarium or even your established marine aquarium. So let's talk about it right now. Diatoms is actually a type of algae that grows of light and using the silicate that actually naturally exists in the water. So what is diatoms? So I will just show you guys a picture of how a diatom looks. This is how a diatom looks. A diatom grows mostly in a newly set up aquarium, or you guys already have an established aquarium, but you guys are doing something wrong and it's throwing off your aquarium's stability, which makes the diatom come back. So if you guys are a beginner like me and you guys have just set up your aquarium, you guys have set up a quarantine tank, you guys have just cycled your aquarium and you guys just added your first fish, just like me. If you guys haven't watched my other videos, go and check out my other videos and come back to this video so you guys can understand the flow of my aquarium. And come back to the topic. So I just added my new tomato clownfish in my aquarium, and now I'm actually going through a diatom bloom. So talking about diatom bloom happens in a newly set up aquarium naturally. You guys can't avoid it. Every reefers know that it is pretty hard to actually avoid diatoms from growing inside our aquarium because it is a natural process that happens in the nature. So it will happen in our aquarium, and there's nothing to be worried about, because if you guys are having a diatom bloom, that means you guys are going on the right path, because diatom blooms just shows that your tank is maturing, thus the diatoms are growing in your aquarium. So you guys are at the first stage of the ugly stage, which we would like to call when we set up a new aquarium. And the first stage is where you guys will grow diatom, and moving on to the second stage is where we will grow algae, and the third stage is where our tank actually matures and it will start growing coralline algae, which is what we want, and hopefully it will start growing in my aquarium too. So for now, I'm at the first stage right now where I'm going through a diatom bloom. So as I explained, diatom bloom is a natural process that happens, but sometimes if you guys do have an established tank and you guys are having a diatom bloom suddenly, that means you guys are doing something wrong and it is actually triggering the diatom bloom. So you guys might want to look into that. And so with that said, we'll go through of why a diatom bloom might happen. So I just have the notes here, so don't care about the computer, and I sometimes might see that, so just keep that in mind and let's go. So the first problem that you might, the first reason of why you guys might have a diatom bloom is because it is natural. Okay, something that is natural will happen anywhere, house, because it is natural. So you guys can just something that happens naturally. So if the diatom actually grows in the sea, so it will grow in your aquarium and you guys just can't avoid it sometimes. So that's it. That's the first cause. It is a natural thing to happen. So the next cause is where using tap water. So sadly, I'm also using tap water right now. I'm not using the fancy RODI water, but let's be real here, guys. I'm a normal reefer, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys who are starting out in the aquarium hobby are probably just using your tap water because it's way cheaper and you guys don't have a lot of budget, just like me. And I'm just using tap water from my bathroom, and because of that water might actually have more silicate than it should have, and that silicate is actually supporting the diatom bloom in my aquarium, which is sad. But we can fight that, but we can fight off diatom blooms, so just don't panic right now. And so that's the next reason, using tap water. And then the third reason for diatom blooms are excessive light. So you guys just set up your aquarium, you guys just have your first fish in there, and you guys just don't want to stare at a dark aquarium, so you guys just turn on the lights. It might be just the normal light, or it might be like the aquarium spectra that I have, and I made a video. You guys might want to check out that video too of me doing a hands-on review of my aquarium spectra. So coming to the topic, so you guys have a specifically made light for the corals, and you guys just blasted it off and turn it on, and it's going for like 12 hours like mine. I usually turn it on at 8 and it shuts down at 8 o'clock p.m. and I just have it on a timer. So that is why you guys might have a diatom bloom, having excessive light. So the next reason is that you guys might have excessive nutrients. So you guys just added your fishes inside the aquarium and you guys are feeding it, and you guys are just happy to see your fish eat. So you guys just excessive feed your fish, then it can eat. So I do have a skimmer, and my skimmer is just working flawlessly. I know that, and I might actually give an update on the skimmer because it's doing really good on my aquarium. And so coming to the topic, So you guys are excessive feeding your aquarium and the food are just decaying in the aquarium, rising the nutrient level aquarium. So that might be one of the reasons of why you guys might having a diatom bloom. So going to the last reason is what is where you guys just added new rock, or you guys just added some new sand to make the sand bed deeper, thus actually introducing more silicate into your aquarium, and that might be not good for your aquarium. So that might be the reason for the diatom bloom in your aquarium. If that's the case, you guys actually just don't have to do anything, because the diatom might just go away after using up all the silicate. So talking about ways to combat diatoms, let's go to the first step of combating diatom bloom. So the first and the best way I would like to say to combat diatoms is to add cleanup crew, but do it slowly. I'm talking about cleanup crew like snails, and I don't have algae in my aquarium yet, so I might not actually add a sea urchin or something. But for now, I will add a snail if I get my hands on them. So adding snails can actually help you guys combat diatoms, because snails are actually great diatom eaters, and they will help you clean out the diatoms in your aquarium and keep your aquarium glasses and rocks clean. So for my aquarium, I might add 3 to 4 of them. Don't add a lot, because then they might starve and die. You don't want. And that's the best reason for you guys to just buy a new livestock for your aquarium. And the good news here is, guys, you guys don't have to actually quarantine your cleanup crew, because cleanup crew don't tend to carry diseases that might actually hurt your fish. So you guys can just buy your quarantine. You guys can just buy your new cleanup crew and just add them to your main tank without any problem, hopefully. And so that's the first way. And the second way is to there's 2 parts for this, and that is if you guys have coral or you guys don't have any coral. So if you guys have coral, you guys might actually turn down the intensity of your light, or turn down the running time of your light. So talking about turning down the intensity, for my light I can actually control the intensity of the light. So I will just go ahead and just lower the intensity of the light, which hopefully will help me combat diatoms. Or if you guys can control the intensity of light, it's just maybe you guys lights only have the on off button. You guys can go ahead and turn down the running time of your light. Running time is like, let's say I actually set my timer to 8 AM to 8 PM. So I can turn down the running time from 8 AM to maybe 3 to 4 PM, which can actually help combating diatoms. And going to the second option is where you guys don't have any corals. So if you guys don't have any corals and you guys just have fishes like me, you guys can just completely shut down your light, turn off your light, hoping that the diatom will just die away, because diatoms do need silicate and light to grow. So if you guys just turn off the light, the diatom and the algae that are growing might just die off. So that's how you guys can combat. That's the second way to combat diatoms. And going to the third way is to do water changes. So you guys can go ahead and do water changes, but don't do a large one if you guys do have a fish in the aquarium, because it might actually stress out the fish, and fish getting stressed is not a very good thing, because that fish might actually contract any diseases they don't want. So do like a 20 to 30% water change, and just dilute the nutrient level in your aquarium. So the third way is to do water changes. And going to the fourth one is where you guys can use RODI water. So sadly, I'm not using any RODI water. I'm just using normal tap water from my bathroom. And normal tap water contains a lot of silicate, which actually helps the diatoms to grow. And using RODI water will just filter out all the silicate and unwanted nutrients in the aquarium. Using a RODI filter will actually filter all the excessive nutrients or silicate, heavy metals from the tap water, and just give you guys the purest form of water. So you guys can just add that to your aquarium. But RODI filters are not cheap. If I'm not wrong, the last time I tried searching for one, I was able to find them for about 400 to 500 ringgit, more or less, in Shopee and Lazada. So if you guys do have a budget for that, you guys can go ahead and buy RODI water. It will help you guys in a lot of ways. But for now, I'm not going to use RODI water, and that's actually a good thing, because I'm pretty sure most of you guys as a beginner are not going to use a RODI filter, because you guys just don't have the budget, just like me. So I'm going to try to combat the diatoms just with the tap water, and it's can be done, I know that. And the fourth way is to use RODI filter. Last but not least, just don't disturb your aquarium. So it might be weird for you guys to just keep quiet when you guys just see that diatoms are just making your aquarium look worse and worse. But guys, trust me, if you guys are a beginner and your aquarium water and tank is new, it is normal for you guys to have a diatom bloom, and the diatom bloom will go away because there's a term we will call the ugly stage. Every new aquarium will go through, and for me right now, I'm going through the first stage. There are 3 stages here. The first stage is where you guys will go through a diatom bloom. The second stage is where the diatom will go away, but the algae will start growing. And the third stage is where all the diatoms and algae will go away, and coralline algae will start growing. So coralline algae is just purple colored algae that look pretty on the aquarium, and that is the goal that we're going towards. So coming to the topic, just don't disturb your aquarium, because if you guys are seeing a diatom growing and then a diatom bloom, that means you guys are going in the right path. So that's the last way. Just don't disturb your aquarium. Just observe your aquarium. If things get bad to worse, that is when you guys might look into why you guys having such a worse diatom look. And so that's it for me. I just have a few things to tell. That diatom blooms are not the main problem. It is just a sign for another problem. So try to address the main problem here, and if you guys do address and solve the main problem, then the diatom bloom might just go away, and hopefully it will. That's it for this video. Do like and subscribe to this channel. I see that a lot of you guys are watching my videos but not subscribing, so please do that. It will help me, and do keep your batteries up to watch my next video.